Hi, this is Carl with another SOP video for managed service providers. Today I want to make sure that you know it's okay to have a policy for everything. You are not a control freak just because you have lots of standard operating procedures. Many people worry that they might come off as being control freaks or something if they have a process for absolutely everything. Now, people have told me I'm a control freak, but anybody who's worked with me knows that's not true. I have clear, consistent policies for one important reason. They are my branding. Policies are your branding. When you think about it, I'm going to say the KP Enterprises way or the KPE way, but you need to put your company name in there. Is there a KPE way? Is there a KPE process for onboarding clients, onboarding employees? Is there a way that you manage your first client engagement? Is there a way that you manage the paperwork, a way that you manage the shredding and the passwords? Is there a way that you do all these things? The answer to all of these is yes. You do have a way that you do business. It is your way, it is your brand. So what do standard operating procedures do for you? Well, they codify your brand. They let your future employees, your future clients, your prospects know this is the way we do things. Every once in a while, I have a really stark reminder of the differences in how people do business. Usually it's around a service business where I have more than one person give me a quote. One person will come in and they will be disorganized and disheveled and they don't dress like professionals, and it's clear that they do a job differently every single time because their way is to just randomly do whatever crosses their brain at that second. And then somebody else will come in, they will be professionally dressed, they will have a uniform of some kind, or at least a standard look and feel. They will have pre-printed forms. They will have standardized pricing. They will have a way that they do business. And even if they're more expensive, I will always choose the organization that looks like they know what they're doing. Now, you may want to do business by having people think that you are completely disorganized and that you have no idea what you're doing, but you're going to fumble through and you're going to save them money because you're going to do on-the-job training. If that's your brand, go for it. That's great. That's awesome. You should do that. But for most of you, I think your brand is something where you want to be seen as professionals. You want to be seen as being competent. You want to be seen as knowing what you're doing. And standard operating procedures get that done for you. SOPs have an added advantage that they increase the scalability of your entire organization. They allow you to open an office in another state and do things the same way. They allow you to hire twice as many technicians and continue to do things the same way. They allow you to replace your service manager with a new service manager who can take over and do things the same way. And yes, your business will evolve over time and your SOPs will evolve over time, but it will always be your way of doing things. We all know from fast food restaurants that if you go into a Burger King, you're going to have a different experience and different food than if you go into an Arby's or a McDonald's or a Subway. All of them have different menus, different options, and even those that only sell hamburgers, they have different ways of delivering their hamburgers. They have different ways of greeting you. They have different color schemes. They have different processes for creating a French fry. They each have their own brand. And some of you like McDonald's and some of you like Burger King. Some of you even like Five Guys because they all have their own branding. IT companies are exactly the same way. One IT company does things a certain way, another IT company does it a different way. And very often clients are going to make a decision based on something other than money. Do they know you? Do they like you? Do they trust you? Do they like the way you do business? And if they do, you're in the running. If you turn them off because you seem like you're kind of disorganized and you don't know what you're doing, well, then you're out of the running. Now, many people will say, well, Carl, every time I make an SOP, I limit my future clientele. I guess at some level that's true. But since there are hundreds of millions of businesses in the world, you haven't really lost that many opportunities by doing things the right way. Clearly, I'm a fan of the standard operating procedure, and I think you should have them and use them and live them inside your company. What is your way of doing business? For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Palachuk, wishing you the best of luck in your managed service business. Here's your checklist for this video. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends, ring that bell to make sure you don't miss anything, and visit us at sopforsmb.com.